Hello everybody, this is a supplement to my last video on the Lincoln 140 Pro MIG. I got some stuff for it. Number one, the wire, the Lincoln NR211MP or E71T-11 wire, which is the best Flux-Core wire that I've used. I've used a couple different ones, Blue Demon, Pinnacle, but this seems to be the best as far as the splatter and the way the bead lays down. I got the knurled roller for this machine, and it come with it says 0.9 on one side and 1.0 on the other side. And 0.9 millimeter comes out to 0.0354. So that's the smaller of the two. The other one is the 1.0, which comes out to about 0.039 and change. So 0.040. I'm going to run it off of the smaller of the two. There is a difference, but not very much. Also got a couple diffusers for the gun and the hose, which comes totally loaded with the diffuser, nozzles, and tips. So I put this nozzle on there. This is a Flux-Core nozzle. We got a couple of these. My diffuser sitting in the gun. And then we've got our tip here. And this is a, that's a 030. That's what come on the gun. And I got a bunch of 035 tips, so I'll put a 035. I'm going to wait on the tip till I get the wire run through there. Okay, like I say, I'm going to be running Flux-Core wire. And this is the 1 pound spool. These don't last very long. So I got my nylon washer, spool. This is a cupped plastic washer that'll stay on there. So my wire is going to go into the gun from the top. They've got a little mark here on the top where these indentations are for your pin. So that's helpful. Bring it up to our indentation and put it in. So that little retainer clip keeps the wire on the spool. Okay, we'll put this in here, right on the shaft. Okay, so we'll take our cap screw off, or cap nut. Pull off the old roller. I'm going to put my cap nut on. This here has a little keyway for that nylon washer. I'll put the wing nut on. I'm going to cut this off so it's straight. Pull that through. Take off our control. Okay, now this has a wing nut right here. And pull it out. That's the old one. This is a 10-footer. The new one's going to be a 12-footer. Put it into where it's seated. Seems seated. Okay, your control cable, which can only go in one way. Okay. One thing to keep in mind, that when you press this trigger, if this touches your metal, when this is on, it's grounded. So you got to keep that off your bench if you're grounded to the bench. We're going to try to feed that through, which is always the tough part. Okay, we're started. I'm going to undo the tension on this roller pretty much all the way. So I'm at 1. I'll bring down the top roller, bring that over. Make sure your hose is without kinks in it. So far, so good. Now I'm at 1 here. I got hardly any tension on that. "12 feet. Keep your tip off, because it might bound up when it gets to the tip. Yeah, I feel it coming through. There it is. That tension seems to be about right on my roller, or my spool, I mean. I'll put my tip on. That's an 035. By holding tension, I can hold it back. I can go down just a little bit. It's overcoming me. I'm going to bring this down to about 2. And I don't know if you can see that, but the knurls, you see the little knurl marks on the wire where it's grabbing it. So there's a 12-foot hose, 10 pounds of wire, a knurled roller. We're straight polarity, meaning my gun is on the negative, my ground is on the positive. We should be good to go. Let's run a bead. Okay, my settings are what's recommended by Lincoln. I'm at, my heat range is D, which is the hottest. And I'm running about 3 on my wire speed. Stick out should be 3/8 to a 1/2 inch of my wire stick out. Puddle looks good from here. Whoa. I don't know what that was. I'll pull my gun back a little bit, give it a little bit of room. I must have got a little close there. It was right here. try that again. It doesn't look like a lot of splatter here. A wire brush on a grinder would do a little bit better job. That looks pretty good. I'm going to try another bead. Here we go. 1/2 inch to 3/8. I'm dragging away from my puddle. Not much manipulation of the puddle, just kind of staying straight. Halfway into the last bead that I welded, trying to maintain my speed. That's right where that was messed up last time. Went over that okay. I mean, the slag, she comes off there beautiful. I don't see any worm tracks. A lot of this is attributed to the wire. Lincoln wire is almost double the price of a lot of these wires. But you can find the deals out there. I'm going to run one the other way. Here we go. Go in this direction. It's harder to see where I'm going. Trying to maintain 3/8 to 1/2 inch of wire stick out. Keep my puddle consistent. It's coming off the machine really nice. I don't think that one's as straight. It's pretty straight. Even starting to get a little bit of a peel here on the slag. Not bad, I'm gonna like it. That 10-pound spool will last me a little bit longer. The 2 extra feet on my gun's gonna help out. The next thing I'm gonna do with this is welding racks. I built 4 racks for some lumber that's going to go into a container, and then I've got 4 racks I built years and years ago that I'm going to put in there as well, so we'll have a lot of lumber up there. So that'll be the next project. I'll get a couple of shots of that and put that up next. Thanks for watching.